Hey, what's going on, guys? Butterbar here. Welcome back to the channel, and Happy New Year's to everybody, man. Happy New Year's to everyone. I know I'm posting this on the last day of 2020. That's kind of crazy to know that we are finally over with 2020, with the amount of BS we've been dealing with this year from all different types of issues. I think all of us in a collective agreement that 2020 can pretty much eat a you-know-what. So it's funny. It's even funny to even think about for me that my year, and I knew this was going to be a rocky year. My year at the fire station started with a 911 call that was a murder. I've been working for several years now as a firefighter, and that is how my year started for 2020, was a murder. So yeah, I definitely knew that this year was definitely going to be a kind of a rocky one to start off with. So anyway, I wanted to make this video on kind of talking about 2020, what kind of stuff that I experienced this year, kind of talk about like kind of in review, I guess, of 2020. But also to use this video as something to actually talk about with what I'm hoping to see in 2021, whether it being video games, movies, TV shows, whatnot, or even some things in my life that could be possibly changing in the future, man. So just want to talk about it, give you guys kind of a rundown of everything that happened, and just kind of get your guys' comments in the time. I've been really bad about this, so I do apologize. Anybody that's leaving a comment, I apologize. I've been reading them. I've been really crappy on writing back, so I do apologize. I do see them. I want you to know that I see them. I've been doing a terrible job of writing back, so I do apologize about that. But anyway, let's actually start with this topic real quick, and to let you guys know kind of what has happened with me. So for most of everybody knows I'm a firefighter. I recently just got the Rona vaccine. So just yesterday I got the Rona vaccine. I will say this, man, they administrate it pretty much just like the flu shot. You know, I get the flu shot every year, and that's pretty much just because of the people that we work around, the people that we work with, patients and whatnot. You never know exactly what they have, so it's always good to get a flu shot for, you know, situations like that. And that's kind of what my thought process was for getting the vaccine. Because I'll tell you this, I'll admit it right now, I was skeptical. I was very skeptical because it's something very new. We really haven't been doing much testing about it. I actually have a huge fear about, you know, long-term effects and whatnot. So I'm hoping with the government, mostly, you know, Congress and all this stuff, you know, hey, thanks for the blood money, Congress, thanks for the $600. Jesus, anyway, sorry, 2020 has been just such a crap show. I got a lot on my mind. I'm gonna try to stay focused, but yeah, you know what? I was a huge skeptic of the shot, but I ended up getting it just because, again, just like the flu shot, the people, the patients and whatnot that we work with, it's always good, I guess, to have that just in case. But I'm hoping that there's not any long-term effects. I get my second shot in about 3 or 4 weeks, so we'll see how that goes. And my wife actually got COVID, so there's a lot of people in my life that have had to deal with this stuff, and I imagine you guys as well. And that's kind of gone into the same thing when it comes to working. You know, I feel terrible with the amount of people that are, you know, on unemployment or have been going through a lot of rough times when it comes to work or even family life. That's been actually one thing that really has not changed a whole lot, at least for me, just because of the work that I'm in, because of the work that my wife is in. We've always been having a job. We've been staying working this entire time, going to work every day, or, you know, every time we have to go to work, with no really big fear, I guess, of I guess losing a paycheck and whatnot. I think that's the one thing that I hate so much about kind of what's going on recently is because I want people to go back to work, man. I want anything that we can possibly do to get people back to work, whether it being like wearing 2 masks or you know, keeping people separate, you know, 12 feet or 24 feet. I don't really care. I just want to get people back to work. I want people to get back to being I wouldn't say useful, but getting people back to their passions, getting people back to being, I don't know, fulfilled, I guess. At least for me, when it comes to my work, I feel fulfilled. I feel like I'm useful. I feel like I have a purpose. And that's the one thing that I love about, you know, being a firefighter and helping people out. But when it comes to other people's jobs, I think that's one thing that's been a real big, you know, kind of pisser about it, is that people are not getting that fulfillment of working or, you know, doing something to contribute to society or contribute to their family and whatnot. And I'm a huge person of wanting to get people back to work and trying to get people to get back into normal life and everything. But I'll also say this too, just similar to the flu vaccine, I'm not a huge pusher of the vaccine or even the flu shot. You do you, man. That's all I kind of say. You do you. You do whatever you think is right. You do whatever your doctor says. But I'm not a huge pusher on making people do stuff I don't know. I'm a huge free will person and free, whatever. I hate. Damn it. See, you know what? This is what's happening. 2020 is getting me on that freaking government thing. I'm not doing it. I hate you. I hate you. Government, I hate you so much. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get on that path. You're not going to do this to me. Anyway, let's change subjects at this point. Let's talk about this. 2020 has been kind of a weird year when it comes to video games. I think there was a big issue with COVID-19, with the Rona, and development of video games. We saw that with Cyberpunk. We saw that with Cold War. We even saw it, hell, even with a game that I've been playing recently with the Old Republic. They actually had to delay content for that game, a storyline content, for that game because they couldn't get people into the studios. 2020, at least to me, I'm sitting here right now thinking of a game that was released in 2020 that I thought, you know what, man, that was a hot game, like something that really caught my attention. I couldn't stop playing. Even, what is it? Didn't Resident Evil 3 release this year? And even to me, Resident Evil 3, like I was anticipating, because Resident Evil 2 remake was amazing, and I was really anticipating Resident Evil 3, and even that game disappointed me. So I'm really thinking right now, sitting here for 2020, what was a game out there that caught my attention? I can't think. Let me know in the comments below. If there's a game out there that was released this year that caught your attention, please let me know, because I honestly can't think of anything right now. So kind of going ahead, at least when it comes to 2020. Actually, you know what? Real quick, before going into 2021, I will say this. The one thing that I thought was amazing, that I think was a really great way to end this year off, was The Mandalorian. If you have not watched The Mandalorian Season 1 or Season 2, oh my God, get into it. It is amazing. Season 2 and how it ended off was a really great kind of sign off to the fans, a really great sign off to, Season 2 and getting it prepared for, the Book of Boba Fett, The Mandalorian Season 3, Ahsoka, and all that stuff. Man, yeah, Mandalorian was great. It was really good. It's funny to know of how long we have to wait until Season 3 and even, the other series. But, going into 2021, thinking about, movies and TV series and video games and whatnot, movies-wise, I'm pretty sure, at least for when it comes to Disney and Marvel and whatnot, I think they're really trying to push this Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. If you guys have ever seen the cartoon version with Miles Morales and whatnot, I watched that with Tony this year, and she loved it. She was really into Spider-Man, even though she's into dinosaurs right now. But man, Into the Spider-Verse was great. So seeing a live action version of that, I'm assuming that's going to be released for this year. I think it's going to be really good. But also too, when it comes to TV series, man, just like I said, for the release of the Book of Boba Fett towards the end of 2021, even with the Bad Batch, I believe the Bad Batch is actually coming out like here in the next couple of months. It does look like it's going to be a really great year for, TV series as well as movies. Even WandaVision, there's a lot of stuff coming out on Disney Plus that I didn't actually think. I was kind of like very skeptical of Disney Plus. I did not know if it was going to be worth it. Having a kid, but also having good movies to watch on there and TV series, I think Disney Plus, at least a bit for me, has been a really good purchase and buy for somebody that it has been needing some entertainment. I think that's the one thing, at least by COVID, that has definitely shown. Anything that's streaming has been like one of those things. Is like I need that. I need whatever it's Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, whatever it might be. I need something to entertain me and my family, and that's definitely one thing I've seen like a big boost in has been the streaming and all these digital platforms to release content and whatnot when it's television shows and movies and whatnot. Now, last thing I want to talk about is video games. I will say this, just like I was kind of saying for 2020. Thinking about games that I was anticipating for, or, can't really think of a game that I'm like, oh my God, 2020 was the best year because that game released. 2021, I'm going into not knowing exactly what game I should be anticipating for. Like a new Call of Duty game, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not anticipating that whatsoever. Battlefield 6, maybe. Again, we don't know a whole lot of details about exactly what games are going to be coming out for next year. We don't have spoilers or information and whatnot. So at least when it comes to anticipating games, I'm hopeful for hopefully seeing, Battlefield 6, maybe a modern, day shooter that is kind of direct, competition for Call of Duty series. I'm actually anticipating the Mass Effect Mass Effect series remastered. I think that's going to be a really great game. If you guys have not played the Mass Effect series, I think it's going to be great for you to try it out in the remastered version. But honestly, just sitting at just those two things, hoping maybe there's a new Battlefield game, hoping that Mass Effect, series remaster is going to be really good. I honestly cannot think of anything else to look forward to. So it's interesting to know if you guys are looking forward to something. Let me know in the comments below as well. Just so maybe it's not on my radar, and then you guys can let me know about what I can look ahead to. But yeah, guys, look. I think 2020 has been a hell of a year. We need to keep our heads up. I think the light at the end of the tunnel is soon to be here. If it's not already for some people, I think you just don't give up hope. Don't give up on living. Don't give up on doing everything you possibly can to make yourself a better person, to make your family and friends around you better people. I think we're getting close to getting life back to the way it was, and we can BS and do all the stuff that we did prior to COVID just in real life. So I don't know, but guys, I hope you have an amazing new year. I hope you have an amazing 2020. Please be safe, have a lot of fun, give much love to your family and your friends, and even to yourself. And I look forward to talking to you guys all next year. You see what I did there? Next year? That's a dad joke. All right, bye guys.